Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something very exciting and something that I'm very fond of, and that's highlighting and contouring. So I'll be telling you a bit about what highlighting and contouring is, and also showing you how I tackle highlighting and contouring. But yeah, so let's get started. So highlighting and contouring, wow, what a marvel, hey? It's something that's existed in makeup for quite a long time, especially, way back when in your Shakespearean times. It was used theatrically for a very long time until, we kind of learned how to morph it into the beauty world. And of course, we had prominent people making it very popular and making it a global spread of I need to know how to contour and highlight my face, like Kim Kardashian and Mario Lopez. So huge respects and props to them. But yeah, it's I think in my experience and journey as a makeup artist, I've learned that there are so many variants of highlighting and contouring, and there are so many ways of tackling it. But I think the best way to teach how to highlight and contour is by starting with the basics. So today's video I'll be showing you guys how I do my highlighting and contouring for everyday natural day-to-day makeup. And yeah, with as time goes by, we'll progress into deeper and even more technical ways of highlighting and contouring. But yeah, so the video today will be showing you how to highlight and contour this face. This is the face that I'm doing today. So it'll be exciting, but also I post it on all my social media platforms, which are Instagram at Muzi_Z, Twitter at Muzi_Z, Facebook, Muzi Zuma, that's my page. But yeah, TikTok at Muzi_Z also. Just joined TikTok. But I asked what questions you guys might have that I'd like to try see if I can answer before getting on with the video. There were a lot of very similar questions. So what I've done is I've sifted through all of them, and I've kind of grouped them into, I think, some of the most important questions, which I think I can answer in this conversation setup. Some of the questions that you guys asked, you'll see will be answered in the tutorial video that's going to follow this. But I think the first one that was asked was blending tools. I think when it comes to highlighting and contouring, the most important blending tools for me are, so first is this 190 brush that I use to apply my foundation and highlight. And then it's this angled fluffy brush that I use to bronze my face and to apply powder on the negative spaces, and of course a beauty blender. So I think those are the most important tools when it comes to blending. Yeah, fluffy brush, you can do circular motions very easily with. Also beauty blender is incredible for blending. So that's that question. Highlighting first or contouring first? Well, I guess it really depends on what products you're using for what. You'll see in the video that I don't use cream or liquid products to contour my face. I use only powder. So because of that, I start off highlighting. I highlight my face first, and then I bake. And then while I'm baking, I'm contouring my face. And then once I'm done contouring, then I take out the baking, but you'll see more in the video. Brands I use. Again, you will see as I progress and do all the different steps in the video. I will be writing there at the bottom what brand I'm using in this particular video. But you'll see with all my other videos, I use quite a broad spectrum of brands. And I think for me, what's more important is technique. It's not necessarily the brands you use, but the technique you use that determines how good or how beat your face beat is. And then there was different face shapes. Do different face shapes contour differently? Yes. You need to study your face, understand your face. If you're a makeup artist, you need to study all the different face shapes that we have and how to work and maneuver them. I mean, like a typical example is if you've got quite a a big a big forehead, you wouldn't want, you would need to contour your hairline, to kind of drop it a bit. But if you've got a very small, I think a small forehead, there's no need to really contour up there in your hairline. That's just one of the examples that I can use about the importance of understanding and grasping, contouring and highlighting for your face shape. But there is a universal technique that I kind of use in all my masterclasses, where I show you how to do the anchor, which is for highlighting, and how to do the 2-3s on the outside of your face for contouring. But the video will show you guys more about that. Another question I got is budget friendly, no flashback setting powder. The setting powder or translucent powder I'm a great fan of and have been using for the longest time is the Dermacolor translucent setting powder from Kryolan. It's the beigeish color. So it looks like that, and it's got P5 written at the back. So that's the color that I use to bake all my faces. I love it because especially as a makeup artist, budget friendly. So it's not cheap, but there is so much product in it, it'll last you for such a long time. So I think that makes it great, a great budget lover. Yeah, and there's really not, there's no flashback. That's if you bake properly and if you take off the remnants of the powder properly also after this. But you'll see again in the video how I do that. And then there was how to best match concealer. So I basically always work with a triangle of my body. So if the triangle that I kind of talk about is the center of my, the crown of my head, or the center of my head there, to the outer points of my shoulders. So like that triangle is the triangle I work with when it comes to figuring out what tones I want to do on my face. So you can go as light as your body allows you to go, and you can go as dark as your body allows you to go. So I always use my chin as a great tester to see how to best work the tones that I'm doing on my face. So if you're testing a concealer or a foundation and you're doing it at a store or a cosmetic counter, just always drop some on your chin to see if it's kind of, if it's merging or if it's working with your body properly. I think that's the best way I can suggest if you're rushing. But if you're not rushing, I really would suggest that you sit down and you actually have the consultant try on a few foundations on your face, not just like maybe two, just so you can see the difference of a warm tone or a cool tone, just so you can find a foundation that best fits you. And then tips and tricks for oily skin. Get a good primer, get a good moisturizer, but yeah, get a good primer. Great primer for oily skin that I use in my kit is the Face Protect Primer. It's got an SPF of 50 from MAC, but it also just, mattifies the face beautifully before I proceed with it. Silicone-based primers are also great for oily skin. So Black Opal has a great silicone-based primer, which I love, and it works amazingly for oily skin. So I would say good skincare. Also, do your face in front of a fan. I think that's the best tip I can give you. Do your face in front of the fan. Having traveled hot parts of Africa, the only way my face survived the horrendous climates of beautiful Africa was the fact that I did it in front of the aircon or a fan. So I made sure that it was set before I left my hotel room. So that's a great tip and trick that I've learned. And the last question is what to apply before highlighting and contouring. So you'll see again, I'll answer this in the video, but basically, there is steps that exist before foundation. And like I said, it's, the skincare or how you prepare your skin, that also determines how beautiful a face beat you achieve, and also how long the face lasts you throughout the day. So a great moisturizer, get a great moisturizer for your skin type, and also work with the texture of your skin when it comes to moisturizer. Really, massage it in. Also get a great primer, or even a great serum. So just get great skincare products that you're going to be using on your skin before you apply foundation. Yeah, so in this video you'll see I've used essential oils from MAC Cosmetics, and then I've used the Rose Glow Hydrating and Illuminating Primer from Revlon, which currently are my top 2 faves when it comes to preparing my skin, because of just the radiance and the glow that it gives to my makeup. Hi hunty, how you doing? So yeah, those were like the main-ish questions that I thought I should answer in conversation. Many of the other questions that I was asked on all my platforms are going to be answered as the video progresses. So please sit back, relax, take out your notebook and your pen, take some notes down and enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've picked up a thing or two when it comes to highlighting and contouring, and I hope that I've made your experience with makeup just that much better. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and what's also very important is to tell your friends and your family to do exactly the same thing. Also like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social media platforms. My handle is @Muzi_Z across all of them. Please also drop me a comment if you have any questions, remarks, or if you'd like me to do any videos, that you currently need help with. So do that all in the comment section at the bottom, but also click the bell for notifications about all new videos. We're still going to have so much fun, and I can't wait to enjoy this thing called life with you. Thank you so much for loving and supporting all things Muzi Zuma from me.